have one hell of a hard time getting that out of there.
This time on Heavy Rescue 401.
Wall is still on the ground, man.
A stubborn load
Come on.
stays put. Mangled truck,
Oh, God, stop!
tangled trees,
I can't turn the wheel.
and a twisted jackknife.
Come on.
Trips up Kevin.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What's going on up here?
Surprise, bro. We got a whopping of snow out of nowhere.
You might want to slow down there.
In southwestern Ontario, drivers are fighting through the aftermath of an overnight storm.
The weather is fluctuating right now between snow, rain, and ice snow. The highway is incredibly slicked out this way.
I don't know how many accidents there's been already.
And some drivers are losing that fight.
5 jackknives this morning.
You got a rollover up here?
West of London, on the 402 near Watford,
No rest for the wicked.
a crew from Ross Services is deep into a heavyweight bout.
Yeah, I've been up since about 2:30 this morning. This is number 4 for me this morning.
And for this job, Austin Hutchinson is working alongside senior operator Mike Ross.
We have a rolled over tractor trailer. It's fully loaded with approximately 30,000 pounds of carrots.
It's a double rotator operation in a single lane of highway.
The trailer is right out against the live lane of traffic.
With traffic going by, it's not very safe for us to do this at this point.
I think I'm gonna have to put that one down and try and bite.
With the weather making a comeback, the road is only getting slicker.
I don't know how well mine's gonna stay there. I'm basically right along the edge of the ditch, so is Mike. So we had to put our spades on just to try and give us a little bit more grip. It tends to be a bit of a challenge when it's slick like this. Whoa. Seriously? Considerable amount of weight.
As snow and traffic keep building, Mike and Austin need to get the semi up and get off the road fast.
Top. No, yeah, 10 feet from the back.
But speed comes with a trade-off.
This trailer's loaded. We're gonna try and stand it up without airbags if we can. The only problem with that is we've got an entire load lane against this wall.
38,000 pounds of carrots.
Once we get all rigged up, we're going to give a good hard pull on the front and back and see if we can get it to kind of lead towards us.
Austin will pull on the tractor.
We're gonna try and slip a strap through the corner.
Mike will lift the trailer using straps to support the wall against the weight inside.
We'll stick that pole across the corner and pull a strap through. That's all we can get. That's all we can get.
You really gotta be delicate where you put them and how you get them under there. If you pull too hard on a strap, it's gonna go right through the trailer wall.
Come get my strap for me.
Yeah.
You don't specifically know where the load is. The load could be spread out throughout the whole trailer, or it could be laying in one specific spot. We're taking an educated risk. We're hoping that it's gonna pay off.
That's not gonna up.
As Mike starts to pull, the load is pushing back.
Wall is still on the ground, man.
Hey, you're lifting her. Start to crinkle her a bit.
Front and the back's up. Everything's in the middle, I think.
Come on.
Now Mike knows where the load is sitting, right in the middle, the worst possible spot.
I don't know.
Well,
You don't want to split that trailer open and be picking carrots out of the ditch.
I really like what I'm seeing here.
They're gonna have one hell of a hard time getting that out of there.
at the eastern end of the province.
3 Alpha 240 eastbound.
Another midwinter front has blasted across Highway 401.
We're quite busy.
And it's been a busy morning for Sergeant Peter Ralston.
1 minute it was clear, next minute it was white out. The roads were very, very slippery underneath a layer of snow.
If you slow down, if you give enough distance, you won't be running into the back of vehicles and you won't end up in the ditch.
Lots of snow around.
Just to the west, outside Brockville,
Snowing pretty good.
John Campbell is heading to clean up the next mess on a long list.
We had worked pretty much the whole night before, got a few hours sleep, then the weather came in, it started all over again.
As he approaches the scene on the westbound 401 in Cardinal, details are still scarce.
I don't know what we're in for, to be honest with you.
Just when I thought things were gonna be okay, today this clown shows up.
Working this stretch of the highway for decades, John's faced every kind of recovery.
The day I was born, they brought me home from the hospital in a tow truck. Everybody clear?
Including last winter's massive 401 pileup.
Like butter!
Today's job will be very different.
Wow, that don't look good. Hope he's all right.
But still a big challenge.
We got a trailer full of Jolly Ranchers, wiped out. The truck is completely mangled, sitting on a big tree on the far side.
The westbound semi, loaded with candy, lost control, jackknifed and spun around, smashing deep into a stand of trees.
The truck had jackknifed and then literally tore the fifth wheel right off the frame. The tree punctured through the door and the window. It was a mess.
The driver escaped serious injury, but not by much.
If he'd have hit that tree on the driver's side a little bit harder, he could have wound up in pretty bad shape. Okay, so let's get my cable out and back up on an angle. We'll try to pull the front of that trailer away from that tractor so I can get her out of there.
We go around the reefer, hook this into the fifth wheel pin.
But he won't lift the trailer up until they move the cargo out.
I didn't want to rip the side out of the trailer. Even though it's little bags of candy, it still probably weighed 35,000 pounds.
Up and over this tree.
So we wanted to get the trailer up closer to the road so it's on flatter ground and easier for the offload.
Even that simple move won't be so simple.
I wanted the fifth wheel pin, but I don't know if that's gonna happen.
The crew can't rig to the pin until they remove the fifth wheel plate ripped from the tractor, but still hooked to the trailer.
Gotta hook the chain onto the pins we can yank it around. Hopefully it stays there.
I had to be on an angle that would give me enough pull off the back of my truck. The challenge was we only had one lane. Watch the live lane. Watch the traffic. Keep your ears open. Come on, baby. There we go. Got her coming. We might as well get her as straight as we can. Okay, that's good.
The other big truck's coming through here now.
With phase one complete, the final member of the crew rolls up. John's son, Johnny.
When I arrived on scene, didn't really know what to expect.
Okay.
The 53-foot trailer is just down the road, getting through traffic, and then we're good to go.
But when they finally get a look inside, the load of candy is far from sweet.
There's no pallets in there at all. No.
The loose boxes will have to be carried out one by one.
1, 2, 3.
I don't know how the heck they packed the trailer up. Not a single skid underneath anything. It was gonna take some time to get that trailer unloaded.
Make a chain, boys. Start throwing them in there.
Yep.
We just gotta hand bomb it. That trailer was full of candy from floor to ceiling. I'm thinking this is crazy. Careful how you carry the boxes.
I sure don't want you to. Boy, oh boy.
Ron, don't got that trailer hooked up yet?
On the 402 near Watford,
Okay, see if you can take it off.
Mike and Austin have worked out a new plan to keep their trailer intact.
Tighten that up. That's good.
They've added a third strap to support the middle of the trailer. But without airbags, there's still a big risk.
All right, gonna start bringing her.
Try your drag winch. Come on.
We're starting to lift the trailer, and we can see that the wall in the middle of it's still trying to lay down on the ditch.
Keep taking it up.
It's coming over good. We got her now. Yeah, we got a hold of her. She's sitting down.
They wrestled it upright, but they need to keep it that way long enough to move it onto the road.
The entire load is laying against the passenger side wall of this trailer, so regardless of whether or not the thing's standing on all its wheels or not, it still has a tendency to want to lay back over on its side.
All right, put your feet down.
Austin repositions to pull from the front. It will be up to Mike to secure and guide the trailer.
I'm not sure if the brakes are off, so just watch the wheels.
Boys, one lean. They got two rotators hooked up right now.
I'm gonna give her a little tug.
All right, let me go watch something.
As I pull this truck, Mike is going to slowly slide the trailer, but as well support it from trying to roll over as I bring it up the ditch.
Mike has to match Austin's speed all the way up to the road.
Okay, she's coming to me.
Keep her going.
That about it? All things considered, it actually looks pretty good. We're just about done.
You face challenges throughout every job. Whether you overcome them or not is completely up to you. We're going to be here till the bitter end. We're going to get the job done.
Okay. All right, ready?
And at the end, we get in our trucks and we carry on.
Let's hit the road, Jack.
You drive your ass back to the shop as quick as you can and you get some warm, dry clothes on.
Still hauling's in, are we open?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Okay, guys, watch yourselves. This lane is still open.
That's it?
Back east of Brockville. John Campbell's ugly offload is finally complete.
We wanted to get as much of this candy back to the customer as we could.
Now the cold, tired crew has to turn to the recovery itself.
How does he want to hook on this?
I think he wants them both in the back.
Okay.
And as the crew starts rigging to the tractor, they get a sense of the bitter struggle ahead.
It looked like it would be a bit of a challenge to get it out of there. There was a tree probably bigger around than I was into the driver's door.
It's gonna fight us the whole way.
He's a little bit taller. I'm a little bit smarter.
Johnny's faced a few tough fights since he joined his father on the road, fresh out of high school.
Perfect. Good. I told him he had to at least get his grade 12 and try a few other jobs to see what it was like to work for other people.
I wanted to do this since I was a kid. I got my grade 12 diploma and he handed me the keys to my own truck. So it's been great.
Another day and another dollar.
I think
you can get it?
You start steering while I pull. It'll go by it.
All right.
Johnny will need to jump in the cab and help guide the tractor free.
I just don't want to make things worse with that big tree. Rip the front axle out, then we're here longer. Get back. Come on.
That big tree is gonna pull that axle right out of there. Come on, baby. Turn. You big piece of...
Didn't want to turn the way I wanted to because of all the mud and tree branches and stuff. It's just like a snowplow coming down through that ditch, going kind of where it wanted to go.
That stupid 8-ball thing here.
The door was actually folded into the steering wheel, so I had to break off some of the door panel there so I can actually steer it.
Will it turn to the right at all?
Turn to the right. Granger, 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 Johnny.
The front axle was compromised. My young lad was steering it as best as he could.
Come on, baby, let's go. You big old pig. No gym for me tonight.
Almost there.
But as they fight their way to the edge of the pavement,
Whoa, whoa! Stop! You're off the wheel.
I know, I see it. I got this thing right up to the edge of the road.
Grab me the hammer.
All of a sudden, the cable jumped off the wheel and got jammed up. Son of a bitch.
the winch line is jammed.
Holy, we're having great luck, aren't we? Yeah, see the crowbar again?
After hours of offloading, John refuses to burn up any more time.
Hey, never mind. We'll do it without it. Let's go. Now I gotta finish everything with just one winch. Nothing new in this game, you improvise.
Hooray! Hooray! Come on!
Once we got the tractor up onto the side of the highway, I hooked onto it with my 20-ton.
Put the tilt on it. Tilt, 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 tilt.
With Johnny hauling away the tractor, his father has to figure out how to handle the trailer.
Bottom line is I have to flip this trailer, and I have one truck and one line. Nothing gets better after dark. The simplest things become twice as hard. We all like to go home. It's been a really long day. I'm gonna run a chain to the two straps up to the hook. Lift her up.
Got her. Good to go.
John will rig his single working boom line to two straps, positioning them to use the trailer's own weight to balance his pull.
Hey, go! I just had to get not quite center of the trailer because most of the weight was in the front with the reefer. It's a balancing act.
The reefer, or refrigeration unit, adds 1,000 extra pounds of weight to the front end.
Going up.
That weight threatens to tip or spin the trailer out of control if John's rigging is too far back.
Up and over, baby, up and over.
Pull on her, John.
Come on, take a hold. I'm thinking this is crazy, but you have to overcome.
Digging in on you a bit, buddy.
On the 401 in Cardinal,
Keep going.
John Campbell has just one working line to wrestle the trailer to its wheels.
Come on, baby. This went from being a standard recovery to a nightmare in a matter of minutes.
Coming. Almost there.
Went pretty well considering we only had one cable.
Okay, we'll unhook the back, we'll hook up the front tighter, and we'll finish it.
Now they need to guide the trailer through the deep snow and up to the road.
Move around to the front now, lift the front up and pull it out of here.
You just want it in the trailer holes, right? Pull!
There we go.
It's moving.
Slowly but surely. Yeah, buddy. Good. All right, now Johnny can come back and hook this up and we're going home.
And right on cue,
Mother trucker.
Johnny arrives back on scene.
I was hoping by the time I got back from towing the tractor off the highway that this job was going to be over.
We're going to chain sling this up off the highway and get this road opened up again.
Up! Whoa! I'm very proud of my team. They did great.
Working with my dad's been great.
Pick it up.
I've learned a lot.
Good job, son.
Thanks, Dad.
This has been probably one of the most challenging ones that we've done.
Let's get this highway open.
Nice and easy, bud.
I would like to take the company over someday, but he will never just sit back and watch. That's just the kind of guy he is. He's got to be in there just as much as anybody else is.
We are done.
The only way he's going to get out of a truck is if he's unfortunately in the ground.
Good job with that one. Good job, buddy. You handled it.
Let's get out of here. It's been a long enough day. We're done. Good job, guys. Mission accomplished.
The next evening,
There's got to be 200 trucks here, which is amazing.
300 miles west, Bear Renders is heading to join an important event.
Today, the tow community is gathered for a slow down and move over rally.
Okay, hands.
We're here to support Rick, and we're here to support the concept behind the parade itself.
They're doing a rally here for the slow down, move over law. Just making sure everybody behaves, right? That's right.
In North America, every 6 days, a tow truck driver is killed. We're trying to put the word out, slow down and move over.
So operators from across southwestern Ontario are here to deliver that message.
We have to get that word out, slow down, move over, give us our space so we can go home to our families every night.
As a single father, the cause has special meaning for Austin.
Okay, ready? There's your remote. This one's forward, backwards, nothing to drive it side to side.
Yeah. Austin's life revolves around his son, Nash.
He's the reason I get up to go to work in the morning, and that's the reason that I try to get home as quick as I can at the end of the day. Steer it to the left a little bit, Nashy. For the amount of time that it takes for somebody to slow their speed down, and if you have the opportunity to move over, I mean, take that opportunity.
All right, guys, let's put on a show for our communities, our fellow towers that can't be here right now, and for the fallen. May they rest in peace.
Amen, Bob.
I brought my daughter, Addison. She wanted to come along for the ride. So safe. We'll be leading the guys in this rally today.
Okay, boys, we're rolling.
I see a lot of yellow lights.
All right, we're leading them. Here comes everybody. Here we go.
If this rally can just save one tow operator's life, it'll be worth it. Look at the lights. That's phenomenal.
What's that thing about? Go down below, Ratty. Save lives, move over.
Have a bag of patience and jump in line.
The next afternoon, at the eastern end of the 401.
I got the whole road blocked. Yeah, there's 2 wrecks.
Traffic is backing up after a secondary crash ended in tragedy.
Looks like somebody slammed into the back of a parked truck. He must have hit him real hard.
3 Alpha 240, en route to collision.
And Peter Ralston heads back out on the road.
So we have a report of a collision involving a commercial motor vehicle that ran into the back of stopped traffic. A commercial motor vehicle failed to recognize that the traffic had stopped in front of them. And unfortunately, in this case, it resulted in the death of that driver. The investigation is just starting.
Oh, this is a real mess.
It's tragic. It's going to be a long night before we're completed here.
Light it up.
All right. 25 miles east of the fatal crash, Andrew Vink and the crew from Herb's Towing roll out.
Okay, keep it tight, keep it tight. When you got a call from the OPP, they're wrapping up their investigation, so they're giving us a green light to head down to this wreck.
It's already close to midnight, and Andrew won't be getting back to his family for hours.
We're short-staffed, I gotta pull my weight as well. You know, that's what a boss does.
He's short-staffed because over the summer, junior operator Zach Thompson left the crew.
It was sad to see Zach leave, because I really thought he had a career within the towing industry. He was at a point of his life where he was thinking of building a family, and we can't kid ourselves, the towing industry takes a toll on a family life. So he found something that was more of a Monday to Friday job.
It was one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make. Alrighty.
Okay, good enough.
See you later. I'm gonna miss Andrew and Bill and Herb and everybody there. You couldn't ask for better coworkers, but in the long run, it'll be what's best for me and my family.
This is a major wreck.
Tonight, Andrew will need to lean on every available member of his team.
We're a bit under a time crunch right now.
By the time we got on scene,
Trucks are rolling up.
401's been closed for 7 hours. Our job at this point is to make sure we reopen that highway as efficiently and as professionally as possible.
Yeah, it's a mess.
This was without a doubt one of the most severe accidents I've ever seen.
If you look at the field of debris, you can size up on the magnitude of the impact, so this was not a small wreck.
The cab was crushed down to almost 3 feet. This guy had no chance. When we're working on a fatal wreck, you can't lose respect for what just happened, but you also got to carry on. These accidents do happen, and you can't lose your focus.
We're gonna be rigging up the spreader bars around the front end of that trailer.
But Andrew needs to focus on the job ahead, and so does his crew.
I'm rotating.
Bill Feld will run the 80-ton rotator without his apprentice by his side.
Zach left. It was kind of unexpected. We were down a guy.
Line in and boom down.
Okay, pull up a bit, Sean.
So tonight, Andrew's cousin Sean is operating the 50-ton at the back of the trailer.
Because of the high end impact, the back trailer ripped off the fifth wheel, pushed it further up. It was just bad news after bad news.
Left, Bill.
Their first move is just coaxing the trailer free.
Easy. Keep on pulling, buddy. John, pull it back for us slowly. Move him up, Bill. There you go. Okay, good. As soon as you had the clearance on your back end, swing her around.
How's that look?
We're good to go. It came apart pretty nicely, actually. I thought it would have been a lot harder than that.
But the easy part is over.
Holy moly.
The impact of the crash wedged the tractor deep into the flatbed.
The complete weight of the rear of that trailer is on the tractor, and the tractor is completely stuck underneath the tractor. It's like, it's a puzzle where I'm not even sure where to begin.
This is gonna be a problem.
What the hell are we going so slow for?
Oh, all I see is a heavy wrecker on the side.
250 miles west,
Truck the best.
Kevin Richardson is facing his own long night.
I got lots of height here.
A bad jackknife has shut down the eastbound 403 in Hamilton. Kevin
You want to put a block of wood there?
has answered the call.
A friend of mine, Mike from Zigzag Towing, he asked for help and he wanted a rotator out there, so I made my way.
Mike is Zigzag owner Jovan Krasievich, whose name has been baffling Kevin for a decade.
Mike.
He can't pronounce it, so I had to come up with an easy name for Kevin.
Mike, did you release the brakes? Mikey, you got your remote?
Yeah.
Jovan or Mike will pull from the back,
I'm picking it up here.
while Kevin lifts on the front to slide the semi sideways.
Keep going. Come on, baby. Yeah, let me catch up. Hang on. The rotator's useful in this kind of job. But when the tractor trailer's leaning pretty good, I can at least hold it and walk it out with them. Okay, wait for me now. Hey, wait for me, hang on.
Kevin's, he's hyper.
Oh,
He loves it, he lives for it, and he's the best at it.
okay, let me pick it towards me, okay? Wait. Come on, baby.
They've moved the front of the trailer to the edge of the road.
Oh, okay.
But the tractor is still jackknifed.
I'm just gonna take my drag off. Okay.
And its brakes are locked tight. So Kevin will have to lift the truck while Jovan pulls the trailer back.
Go ahead, pull.
As Jovan pulls, the trailer should straighten out.
Come on. Run the pop. Go ahead, I'm gonna rotate with it. He's pulling and just something was going wrong. The truck wasn't straightening out. It wasn't working out as I planned.
Go more.
What the hell was that? Oh, hang on.
You got an eyeball here, fellas? What's going on?
Jackknifed.
Overnight traffic is backing up on the eastbound 403.
Traffic's at a standstill.
But Kevin and Jovan's jackknife is refusing to straighten out.
What was that? Holy, hang on.
Oh, the frame's catching on a trailer.
Oh, wow. The actual frame rail was buckled and it was up into the plate of the trailer. The whole plate's jammed.
So as we were trying to straighten it out, it was actually working against itself.
I'm unhooking this, hey. I'm gonna drop this.
Now Kevin's own rigging
hang on.
is tangled in the frame.
Where's my hammer, Mike?
Hey?
Aha, right in front of me. Sometimes when you think the easy ones are gonna come out fast, there's always something jammed or something goes wrong. Yeah, right. I'm not putting my hand in there.
You want to give it here? Maybe not.
There you go. Go ahead. You want to pull? Pull. Come on, hook.
Good?
Yeah, go ahead.
With a backup building, they've got to once again use brute force.
Keep going, man. Keep going. You're good.
Now we're in a clear because the frame's not jammed against the trailer anymore. I want you to swing the front end over.
We'll pull the nose up.
Where do you want to pull?
Through the rim.
Through the rim? Okay.
Yeah. That's a lot of mud. And we're gonna try to drag that.
We gotta pull the nose up front, but this thing's got disc brakes. I don't think I'll ever fish that chain through.
Can you go through?
No, can't go through.
Through two holes. Go through the hole and then come back through the other hole.
Try.
Don't be shy. It's only a little mud, okay?
I don't like mud. I'm gonna try to go through the rim so you can hook the chain. I'm gonna get ready.
Get it? That's a lot of mud, man. I can't get my toes muddy, so I had him do that, and he rigged it up, and I stayed clean.
Come on, just a little bit more.
There you go. Hey, you gonna hook it up first, or what?
No. It's your cable, you hook it up. You're welcome. Come on.
Ready? Okay, Mike, go ahead. The chain's not the safest here. All right. Pull. Can't get closer than that. You know, it was a bit of pull, but it ended up coming out good. We're gonna split the units, hook them up, and get it out of there. All right. Sometimes you butt heads a bit because sometimes it's a control thing, and he has a way, I have a way. Tilt, buddy, tilt.
Man.
Sometimes we might go against each other, but at the end of the day, we got to work together.
Team effort?
Yeah, hang on.
Working with him, it's got its moments.
Job's finished.
Sometimes we get into it, but at the end of the day, I'd rather work with him than anybody else.
Thanks, Mike. We'll see you on the next one. Hopefully not.
We should be good.
Back on the 401 near Morrisburg.
To run the suspension bracket.
The Herb's crew has worked out a rigging plan to pull the tractor free.
We got the frame rails of this tractor stuck underneath the frame of this trailer. They're caught together pretty good.
And with a tractor wedged underneath, they won't come apart easily.
You've got a flatbed that's loaded up with approximately 77,000 pounds of coils. The complete weight of the rear of that trailer is on the tractor.
This is the top of the cab.
Yeah. The pure violence of this impact and all the weight of this flatbed now laying on top of this tractor was definitely going to give us a challenge to separate them both.
Son of wow.
One rotator is rigged to lift the tractor so the second rotator can pull it back, while a 40-ton wrecker pulls the front truck in the opposite direction.
You good?
Yeah.
How's the front end?
The newest member of the crew will operate the 40-ton up front. Rookie, Chris Villeneuve.
Okay, Chris?
Yeah, ready. I have a lot to learn. This is heavy-duty boot camp for me. Brakes are released, the truck's ready to be pulled.
Hey, Sean, can you pull? Lift, Bill. I'm going, Chris. Maxing out.
I'm on low.
It wouldn't even budge.
Chris, you're maxed out on your winch?
Yeah, I'm maxed out. It doesn't matter how hard we pulled, we couldn't separate the two.
You're not moving back here.
It was clear that this was not moving.
The pressure, eh?
They're giving a little bit of a fight. He didn't move. Chris, you're maxed out on your winch?
Yeah, I'm maxed out.
15 hours after a tragic crash on the 401, Andrew and crew need to clear the wreckage.
You're not moving back here.
You're just playing tug of war.
But the destroyed trailer won't break free of the heavy flat deck.
Might need to lift the deck.
That's what we're seeing right now.
Just with the sheer impact and with the weight of this flatbed now sitting on top of this tractor, there's way too much weight to pull and separate these both.
Andrew must rethink the plan.
Okay, undo this rigging. Should be able to drive with the boom up, lift the legs up, drive ahead, put the legs back down.
Okay.
Okay, very slowly, Bill.
So to be able to pull that back,
Right there.
we had to actually lift the trailer up to relieve some of the weight.
With morning traffic due in just a couple of hours, the entire crew turns to the re-rig.
Right there, should be good. Up, Bill. Start pulling, Sean.
Holy.
Keep on pulling. Here you go.
Okay, we're breaking free.
You are free. This is good.
It was a relief. I was glad we were able to clean this thing up in a timely fashion to get off the highway.
She was quite the mess.
It's a success, but not a celebration.
Once we pulled the tractor out from under the trailer, I realized just how bad and violent this collision was.
Look up to the rim on that side.
It is a sad day on the 401. Where there's closures, people need to pay attention. A split second of misattention led to that secondary accident.
These kind of wrecks definitely stay with you. It's hard on the emotions.
Okay, drop it right there, Will.
Being the rookie, I can't say I've seen anything quite that bad.
You can see the light at the end of the tunnel right now.
Once it's over, you definitely want to go home and see your family.
Yo, drive safe.
Thank you, sir.
Take care.
I'll grab the train. That's it.
As the early morning shifts to day, Andrew is taking time away from the road.
I don't think that train came with a 4x4 option. Whoa!
It's a reminder that his family needs him as much as his crew.
Growing way too fast.
She's very supportive. It's not easy for her. I probably couldn't be in her shoes because it is very difficult to be married to a towman.
Oh. Hello, go.
My perspective did change since I became a father.
You okay?
Yeah.
The respect for the danger that this job brings kind of amplified because I've got no longer a wife waiting at home, but also a young boy.
3 on the same swing.
And soon to be a second boy. It's increased my awareness for the danger of the job. I appreciated the time we had as a family and appreciate what the guys put in. There's a different, profound appreciation for that kind of stuff.
We have full closure on Canada's busiest highway.
Next time on Heavy Rescue 401.
We're tapered off going this way, right?
Truck on the median.
Hey, Sarge, the tanker is leaking.
Wine on the road.
I don't know what we're getting into.
Wreck in the woods.
Ready, Freddie?
Winds up Duncan.
Oh, wait, Duncan. I'm going in.
Oh.
I got good news.
And a lakeside rescue
I'm way too stupid to be scared.
is sinking fast.
Stop everything. The ground's going on us.